What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. I feel like every single year I do some type of video like this, and you know what, it's for good merit too, and it's pretty much like predicated around me returning some device, you know, with like the iPhone. I think even like the iPhone 8 I did a video of this, the iPhone 7 maybe I did a video of it, but last year I did it about the iPhone XS and XS Max and why I returned both of those phones. And this year I think my opinions are a little bit more refined, and I think they're actually better than last year's. And I was thinking about keeping it, I was thinking about using it as a main phone, but honestly, I just don't think it's really worth it at the end of the point to keep it. I'm still keeping my iPhone 11 and my iPhone 11 Pro, but ultimately, like, the reason I returned it is because I'm a poor person. Not necessarily poor, like, I'm a super frugal and cheap, and even though I like buy all these phones and it seems like I'm flexing on you guys all the time, I'm really not. I get them to review on this channel. If I didn't have to review them or whatever, like, I would not buy these phones at all. And I think the iPhone 11 Pro Max is way too expensive for what it is. Like, what you're getting from this phone for spending $1099 on the base model, it's really just not worth it in my opinion. And there's not really any real advantages going from like an iPhone 11 Pro or even an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now the biggest thing is probably the screen, maybe the camera as well from an 11 to an 11 Pro Max. Obviously there are better features for the 11 Pro Max, such as the battery, and obviously the bigger screen, a lot of people like that. But besides that, there's just no compelling reason to go from at least an 11 Pro to an 11 Pro Max. There's no like features being added or anything like that versus something compared to like the Note 10 Plus versus the Note 10, you know, those phones do have quite a bit of differences, and the price tags are almost exactly the same as these ones. And with that additional going from the Note 10 to the Note 10 Plus, you're getting additional RAM on some variants, you're getting the microSD card slot, and a couple of extra features that the standard Note 10 does not have. But when I look at the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max, you're just not getting those many features, or really any. Just the battery life is the only thing I'm thinking of. And this was kind of a problem with the XS Max as well. There just wasn't any extra features, and it's not even like a hardware thing. Like, we don't need like a microSD card slot, we don't need an extra 100 gigabytes of RAM or anything like that. A lot of the things in my opinion are just software improvements. Like, there's really nothing that Apple is utilizing that bigger screen for. Like, there's no apps that are like showing, like, there's a couple apps that show more of the whatever, like more of that app. I think Calendar is one, but I've seen some things on Reddit that even older, smaller iPhones can show more technically on the screen than the bigger ones, which is weird. But there's just no extra features. Like, there's no multitasking that's being shown on the 11 Pro Max. Maybe eventually they can add that in through software, but as of right now, it's the same exact view as a smaller phone. So besides like the bigger screen and people, you know, better content, and I guess it enhances the content experience, the features are exactly the same, which some people might think that's a cool thing, and I think that's a cool thing too, you know? But they're really not utilizing that bigger design at all besides the battery. And it was even weirder for the XS Max. Like, that didn't have that much of a bigger battery compared to an iPhone XR, and I don't know why they didn't just put a bigger battery in it to begin with. But I think coming from an iPhone XS Max, there's just not that big of an upgrade, and I was planning on using it, but I was like 50-50. I was like, I don't know, I'm probably just going to keep my 11 Pro, and I was still going to end up keeping the 11 Pro Max, but I'm like, it's just not worth it. It's probably going to go down in price a little bit within like a month or two, so I'll just get it in the used market anyway. I just didn't want to have it lingering around here, but I mean, dude, it's just not a big upgrade coming from a XS Max, and I already own that phone, like, and I don't even use that one. And even in the used market, you can get an iPhone XS Max for like $650, which is a much better deal than an iPhone 11 Pro Max. So at the end of it, in my opinion, dude, I think Apple could have done way better in terms of the improvements for that bigger design. I mean, the bigger battery is dope, and I love that. Like, don't stop doing that. Keep increasing the battery sizes. But there's just no enhancement. There's just really nothing you're getting that the 11 Pro doesn't have, or even the iPhone 11, besides the screen and the camera, like I stated, and the battery. But other than that, things are exactly the same. So hopefully Apple can go and utilize that bigger design. Hopefully next year, maybe with like a refresh of the whole entire body, and hopefully additional RAM for the bigger units. And hopefully the base model won't be 64 gigs anymore. Hopefully it'll be more, but all we can do is hope. But that's pretty much it. A super quick one. So I returned my iPhone 11 Pro Max, so I'm probably not gonna, I could do a couple comparisons here and there, but people just didn't really even care about those videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that's pretty much it, man. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know, was that a dumb thing I did? Are my reasons even valid? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Hit that like button, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Still doing the iPhone XR giveaway. If you want to enter that, all you have to do is click that second link down in the description. It'll take you to a video. Watch that video. It'll explain exactly how to enter. I just want to say thank you to you guys for kind of like showing support and all that. Check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.